Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by the channel today. A little update on my garden here. We're out front. You can see my potted plants. Let's go take a look. These are the cherry tomatoes. Not growing as fast as I would like, but we'll see what happens. I just gave them some Miracle Grow. Hopefully that'll get them back in the right direction. And over here are my peppers, sweet peppers, similar to a bell pepper. I'm gonna have to find the name of them. I don't recall what they were, but they're doing really well. So very happy indeed. Alright, let's go to the back and take a look at the garden. Big changes back there. So changed it up this year by quite a bit. I had mentioned on my last video that I was going to do the Florida weave for my trellises, and I decided I didn't want to risk the twine breaking and having the tomatoes fall over altogether. So I had T-posts, and I went ahead and just bought some fencing. This is 4-foot fencing. I was going to use cattle panels, but they're just so much more expensive. So I ended up just going to Tractor Supply and getting a 100-foot roll of 4-foot fence. And this stuff is pretty good. Shouldn't have any problems holding up tomatoes. The only problem I do see is cattle panels are very rigid, where fencing is not quite as rigid. So I'm going to have some bowing, so maybe adding more stakes in here throughout the year, but I've got plenty of stakes, so I'm not worried about that at all. What I'm using though are these clips. So these clips are actually used for this purpose. Used for trellises. I've had these for a couple years and never used them. Unfortunately, they're starting to get brittle because I've had them out in the barn, so I need to use them up anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and use them up. After this year, I'm just going to throw them away. If I need to get some new ones, I will. There are some different options they have out now that aren't plastic. They're actually a type of wire that looks kind of promising, so I might try those next, but another topic for another day. But I just wanted to do a quick update on the garden. We have flowers, so awesome. I actually started having some flowers on some of the smaller ones, and I pinched them off because I didn't want them starting already. Another one with flower. That's a pretty big plant. I'll let that one go. More flowers. So it won't be long. We're going to start seeing some tomatoes. I need to do another round of fertilizer. Add some calcium. Probably some CalMag. I need to get some CalMag. Try and stop blossom end rot. So frequent watering, fertilizer, and these are going to be sprouting up pretty fast here. Should have tomatoes within 2 weeks. Nothing big, but they'll be there. So the back row are Castraluda Florentines. Those are the bicolor slicing tomatoes. They're going to be big. Next row is, it's the Russian, the honey Russians, honeydew, honey something, honey, yeah, I forget, some honey something, but they're a Russian style pink tomato. Third row here are Brandywines. So these are going to be big tomatoes. And the last couple here are just more Castraludos. So what I think I'm going to do here is, I'm not going to cut any more of the fencing. That's just a lot of work. And chances are I may not even use that row next year for that. So I think I'm either just going to stake them, or I'm just going to get some cheap cages, the $3 cages for this year. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't see any reason to cut another 8-foot piece of fencing. Just not worth it. But that's the plans. Tomatoes are looking good. I need to do some weeding. Mulch barrier's working awesome. If I can get in here with a weed eater, just trim around this stuff without much impact to the plants. This stuff here, I just need to pull out all this here and put the stakes in. I need to remove the wood and just put my stakes in, because I just bought fabric stakes. That's what they use to put these things down. So do that today, finish it off. I need to tie this up a little bit more here. Be good to go. Alright, I'm going to call it quits here. Call it a day. And be ready for the next video. Alright, thanks for watching.